Hi,
I'm Ankita.
and I'm Enoch. Welcome to Maison d'Elysée, which translates to Home of Elysée. Welcome to our home. So this is where we are right now. We just moved in about, I'd say a month, slightly over a month ago. So we're still setting up. We're not completely done, but this is the current state of the house, and we'd love to show it to you. So we always had this idea of, we used to travel quite a bit and go to different countries and stay in different Airbnbs. Some of them were like really well designed. We also got influenced by some of the French colonial architecture and the design of those houses, and some elements of this house are actually inspired from that, especially the beams. The idea behind that was, given that it's a long hall, wanted to give it a perception of length. Whenever someone is standing at the entrance of the door, it actually makes it look much longer than it is. And also we wanted to get arch paneling done. Typically it's not very common. A lot of people do rectangular or the typical standard way of doing the arches, which is a very easy form of doing it. But here, if you see, these arches are actually hand carved, in the sense cut out of MDF, completely hand basically sanded by hand, shaped and then put onto the wall. Similarly, if you look here, we see brick paneling on the wall. So this is white rustic brick cladding. So this is something that I've ordered from a company called Articlad. They're based in Mumbai, and got the tiles and then got it done here, even for the crockery unit as well. So it adds that element again of slightly rustic look, as well as giving that country home vibe. Then we have all of these arches, like I mentioned. You see the smaller arch, then you have arches even on the crockery unit, and then the larger arch. Then we have the smaller arch paneling on the walls. The other thing that we got done, again along with Ankita, is the reading nook. Typically this is a puja unit, but we wanted to convert this into more of a cozy reading corner, where again, Ankita has this great habit of reading books. Then we have rattan mesh, and you'll see rattan cane, basically the mesh on different parts of the house, in the doors as well as on the crockery unit and so on. So yeah, and then most of the furniture that we have here is custom made. The dining table is a French Louis the 15th designer, basically the dining table from Louis 15. Then we also have a console table on this side, which is again custom made. We got these French chairs as well, which are again made by a local carpenter, and we sourced this cloth separately. Yeah, and I wanted to add some element of greenery into the house. I love plants. I love having some element of green. The other side of the hall, which facing the balcony, and this seating area. So we have a lake view house, which means we can actually sit here and watch the lake. We can see the sunrise. It's a beautiful place, so we wanted to make sure, again, we have a cozy corner. We have a nice jhula that we ordered from Jaipur, and it's a reversible jhula. So if we have friends over and someone sitting at the dining table, we can always change the side of the backrest, and we can have friends sit over here as well. We have these doorknobs that I wanted to show you, which again are ordered. We wanted to have different style of doorknobs. So we have a twig style, then we have a flower style, and so on. So I'll show you different knobs that we've used across the house, and each of them has been imported from different countries. Initially, when we wanted to get the lights in, typically we use the larger 10 watt, 15 watt, the larger lights, and few of them. although they fill the house with light, I wanted to give it a starry feel. In the sense, when you look up, you would see a lot of lights which are smaller, which are not as bright that hits your eyes. At the same time, still are able to fill the house with good light. We thought about every small detail, including lights inside the crockery unit, lights in different parts of the house, but light that is very subtle, pleasing to the eye, at the same time not too overwhelming. Now let's move on to the next part, which is the French doors. Usually any apartment, the French doors are plain. You do not have this paneling on the French doors. So what we did was, I wanted to give it the French vibe. Wanted to have some kind of a paneling that makes it look slightly better. So I worked with a carpenter. We went to a couple of stores. Then we finally found a PVC paneling with molding. So it has some design on it. At the same time, it's made of PVC, so it does not get any kind of moisture, or it does not swell up or anything. At the same time, on this side, we have this very large arch along with these curtains that we've added. So we have a sheer curtain, and then we also have a blackout curtain. And these are connected with automated system. So we have Alexa, and we can just say, Alexa, close sheer curtain. And then we have the sheer curtain or the blackout curtain that closes. So it's a very convenient system, and again I got a very good deal from a company called Denler for this particular system, and for both motors actually. So I went ahead with. So like I mentioned before, I love gardening, I love plants, and this is a special place in the house. I wake up every day at 5, so usually I come out by 5:30 or so with a cup of coffee, sit here, enjoy the morning, the birds chirping, and then hearing the sound of the water, and then obviously love taking care of my plants. And then I also have a patio pond which is filled with fish, so I love feeding them in the morning and taking care of them. Then we have a beautiful lake view here, so as the sun rises, it's just a beautiful sight. Just sitting here, watching the sun, and talking. Yeah. So we live on the 17th floor, and which means it's someone with vertigo. Usually, it's a very scary thing to see or look down. And for Ankita, she obviously had vertigo, and after putting this, it has definitely increased her confidence. And the other thing is, our daughter, she can be very naughty sometimes, so we just want to be very protective of her, obviously. And hence we wanted to get these grills. These are called invisible grills. They can almost hold up 300 kgs of weight pushed against it, so they're pretty strong. And then we also got these sliding mesh done, which is basically your mosquito mesh. So if you're sitting out here in the evenings and we just do not want to be bothered by mosquitoes, so we just close these sliding mosquito mesh and just have a chat or spend time with friends. Welcome to our kitchen. It's a small kitchen, but very thoughtfully planned, both by Ankita and myself. And these colors were chosen by Ankita, including the slab and everything, but the outline or basically the outlay of this particular kitchen was done by me. And so if you see, all the doors are custom. These are CNC cut doors, and all of these knobs on these doors are again custom ordered. So we have this rule from our builder that we cannot use tile on tile. So earlier we wanted to actually change the complete tiling of the house, but the challenge was that we cannot break the tile, we cannot stick another tile on top of, like basically put grout or put another tile. So the only other option was for us to use a vinyl peel and stick tile. So we picked this particular design, and this is a DIY which I did it myself. So basically get these tiles, do the measurements, and then stick them on the floor. Welcome to our master bedroom. So in this room, we got a very subtle tone of design again. The idea was to keep the colors very subtle and elegant. So if you see, we again got paneling done in this room as well. We have these rectangular panels directly put onto the walls, and within these panels we got the wallpaper done. Then we have the wardrobe, where we've again done CNC cutting on these doors, so these are custom made. And we also used the quick style handles on these doors along with knobs on the top. Then we have the SPC wood flooring. While we have the herringbone in the hall, we got the regular SPC flooring here in the master bedroom. Then we also have washroom that we've got done, which again includes a bathtub and some elements that we wanted to have for ourselves. So all of this has been again thoughtfully done, but not to a point where we've blown our budgets. So welcome to our most special room. This is our guest bedroom, our entertainment room, and the most important part of this house, where a lot of thought has gone into planning this room. And this is called a platform bed. So it is a slightly a raised bed, and the idea was that we wanted to have a lot of storage in this house. So we got this platform bed where you have this entire area which is storage, and you can also do just like, you should be able to sit and do whatever you want. In addition to that, we have this bed here, which is again a special form of bed, which has we purchased this from a company called the Sleep Company, and it's called Elevate, which has this beautiful rising in. So I'll just show you how it works. So you'll be able to see the. So if you're watching TV and we want to just relax and watch TV or do some reading or things like that, the bed automatically rises, and you can adjust the settings however you want. In addition to that, you also have a massage function on this bed, so you can use it for head massage, foot massage, and things like that. Now all of this is a very small aspect of this room. The most important part of this room is this window, which directly opens to the lake outside. And the reason for designing all this is to get this view, and that is the most important aspect of designing this entire thing, or designing this or even getting this bed, for example, to give us that convenience of being able to sit, relax, enjoy the view, take in the sounds, and have a very peaceful time. So yeah, like I mentioned, this is a very special room for us. So thank you for joining me on our home tour. For more such content, please subscribe to LVB's Homely newsletter.